Why is Republican projection so easy to spot for everyone else and invisible to the MAGA eye? Donald Trump so often, it's almost just, it's expected. It's the media doesn't talk about it. It's just ignored. That's not how I operate. I'm going to shine a light on it. But Donald Trump has been lying about the Biden administration withholding aid from red state. I mean, they're saying that Democrats control the weather, that it's a technology that is available, that Democrats are creating hurricanes to harm the Republican Party before the election. If that was the case, they would also have the power of this technology. It doesn't make any sense. But Donald Trump is saying that Joe Biden is harming Republicans, withholding aid, only giving $750, which has been disproven and debunked. I've talked about it here. And then he goes to Coachella in a rally this weekend and actually, literally, with his stupid mouth that resides below his nose, says, we're going to extort the governor of California. We're going to make him do what we want him to do. And if he doesn't do what we want him to do, we're going to withhold disaster aid, emergency relief aid for firefights, for forest fires. The thing that Donald Trump says is a criminal act. It's terrible. It's unconscionable. It's un-American. It's unpatriotic. He is just threatening to do. But there's not a problem with it on MAGA's side because it's a means to an end. It's how things are done. They whine and cry, yet threaten to do the very same thing. Watch this moment from Donald Trump's Coachella rally.
And they didn't want to do it. They had all sorts of, reasons, nonsense. They use the environment. Everybody uses the environment to stop things. But we're not going to let that happen because it was toward the end, and we're not going to ever let that happen again. You would have so much water. I read where in Beverly Hills and Bel Air, they want to bring you down to like 28 gallons a person. That sounds like a lot. But you know what that is? Like about a 7-minute shower. You spend a fortune for a house and you can't take a shower. So, we're going to take care of our farmers. We're going to take care of your water situation. And we'll force it down his throat. And we'll say, Gavin, if you don't do it, we're not giving you any of that fire money that we send you all the time for all the forest fires that you have. It's not hard to do. We just had so many other things to do. I was working on 2 Russia hoaxes. I was working on impeachments. I was working on indictments. They went out of their way to keep me busy because they didn't want this to happen. They didn't want this. It could have happened to nobody else, believe me.
Yeah. We'll force it down his throat and we'll say, Gavin, if you don't do it, we're not giving you any of that fire money that we'll send you for all the forest fires you have. This is someone who wants to be president of the United States, not president of the red portion of the United States. He wants to be president of all of us. We the people. He will raise his right hand and affirm some sort of an oath to this Constitution that begins with the words, we the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union. But he doesn't want to be president of the United States, of we the people. He wants to be president for Donald Trump. He wants to make sure he can get himself out of the legal troubles he's in. And he wants to be able to strong-arm his way through an autocratic regime, dictator on day one, terminate this document, all of the nonsense, while extorting not just foreign leaders, like he did with Volodymyr Zelensky in Ukraine, which led to his first one of 2 impeachments. He's also extorting, acting as a thug and a criminal against a sitting governor in this country. It's not just me that thinks so. Here's Katie Porter, congresswoman from California, my former congresswoman. She tweeted this: "This is extortion. It's unlawful. And Trump's threat is an insult to the brave firefighters and first responders who keep us safe. If Trump is willing to extort California during a crisis, you can bet he wouldn't think twice about doing the same for Pennsylvania, North Carolina, or any other state. I played audio, I believe I played audio, maybe I just read an excerpt of it, from Olivia Troy, who worked in Donald Trump's administration, that during fires that took place where I lived in California, in Orange County at the time, he wanted to withhold disaster relief aid. And they had to go to him. They had to scramble and panic and bring him voter data to show, no, these people voted for you, in order that he want to help them. That is a stark message. That is a stark indictment of a man who's proven it to be true. We've heard the things he said, including this. It's not an accusation. Oh, that's unproven. You hear him talk all the time. For those of you who are MAGA trolls, I mean, there's nothing that's going to reach a lot of these dipshits, but there's some percentage out there who are swayed by the support of Liz Cheney and Dick Cheney and these other Republicans who have come out in a full-throated endorsement of Kamala Harris. There's some modicum out there who do piece together, who do see that Donald Trump's words don't line up with his actions, that the things he claims to care about don't mesh. Anyway, excuse me. I'd love to know what you think. You can comment below. That'll help the algorithm to share this content with new potential subscribers. And if, speaking of subscribers, you're not subscribed, please do. We could get this thing wrapped up today. I could cross the 800,000 subscriber threshold, and I would appreciate it more than I can even express. I can barely express what I do express. I'm certainly not able to express that. You can call, leave me a voicemail, 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. If you want to help support this work financially on an ongoing basis, you can click the join button below, become a channel member for $2 a month right below. That's not subscribing, that's different. This will cost you money. Subscribing is free. You can also go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. $2 a month, same deal there, just a different giving mechanism and support mechanism somewhere else that's not on YouTube. Follow me on social media. If you're already there, do not go signing up to follow me. It's not that great a time. In fact, it's probably damaging and will make you ill. But if you're already there, let's luxuriate in the misery and unhealthiness of social media together. I am at Dollemore, and I've said enough about that. I love and appreciate you very much. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine and take care of one another.